I am Jesus. I come to continue our lessons and dissertations of spiritual matters. There is a great curiosity about the way in which what you call earth changes may take place, and what that may mean for each of you upon the earthly plane. So, I will devote some time to speak of these things and speak of the new world that is coming. You already know that all manifestations upon the earth plane come first from the spirit dimension, and that energies, as you call it, are not material but spiritual, and that these energies bring about the manifestation of things upon the earth. When a child is conceived, it is the spirit or soul that enters into that child. It is also the manifestation of the creative energies of the universe that bring about the joining of two cells that multiply and multiply until a physical body is formed. This is well known to you all. So, it is with everything upon the earth plane. It has an energetic component, a manifestation of the Spirit of God, bringing about the organization and coordination of cells, atoms, and those things that represent the material form, so that what you see about you on the material plane are manifest and exist in harmony with God's laws. The manifestation of God's laws is multidimensional and layered. Yet, through all of these complexities is a harmony, the realization of God's intent for the universe. So it is that your earth was created and came about as a result of the exercise of the laws of creation and the intent that God had to create an environment, a place in which life may flourish. So, God had a plan for His beloved earth. That plan went through many phases and expressions until you come to that manifestation, which is earth of today. We speak of another aspect of His plan, a plan that will bring greater harmony to the world and to all of you within the world. It is not different from the phases and flows of earthly expressions and manifestations of the past. The difference is that the timing and expression of it is quickened by God's touch and blessings upon it. Thus, these changes, which often happen over millennia, will be over a number of years, less than 100. These changes will be rapid and require a great deal of adjustment. I have come to help you understand what is coming and how it may manifest in the earthly conditions and experience. These changes are already taking place in the dimension of spiritual energies, that which is not material but of the spiritual nature. While this plan is being implemented on spiritual level of existence, which some of you are aware of and can feel and others are not, most of humanity goes about its daily business, unaware that the very nature and structure of your world is beginning to change. The material manifestations of such have not made a great deal of difference to your experience with the earthly life thus far, but this is about to change. That change will not happen overnight, but there will be manifestations and expressions of the systems and structures of the world, which will indicate a difference in their operation on a material level. Those things that are required to sustain life, and to sustain the world as it is, will be altered to some degree. There will be shifts in the polarity of the earth as one example of this. You have already seen how your weather and other aspects of Earth's structure is changing and shifting. Responding to not only man's intervention of these things but to God's as well, a kind of push and pull between the intention toward developing greater harmony upon this planet, and the willful efforts of man that are manifest in disharmonious ways. Harmony versus disharmony is what humanity is experiencing at this time. The push and pull of energies, the expression of the eternal manifestation of God's laws, versus the temporary but powerful manifestation of man's will. Therefore, man is interfering with God's intention and plan in such a way that it brings friction and disharmony to your world. Many are feeling a numbness, a lack of desire and purpose. This lack of desire to fully engage in life is brought about by conditions that have been created by man. It has a global effect upon all those who inhabit your world. It is a dampening of the spirit. It is creating a great disregard for the messages and teachings of the human perspective, which in turn is creating a sort of depression or lack of motivation within humanity. God is also contributing to these conditions with the intention of diverting and redirecting the energies of humanity toward more positive and harmonious endeavors and perspectives. It arises within the fog of thought and desire that is presently blanketing so many in your world. Yet, as these conditions are coming forth in the consciousness of man, it makes way for the rising up of new understandings and perspectives that will engender joy and relief from the burdens of the human condition, an outcome of the energies that God is bringing to the world. The duality of perspectives will continue to cause friction within the individual, as the mind cannot accept that its well-worn ideas and patterns are to change and must be released to bring to it a fresh consciousness that is of light and in harmony with God's creation. This condition that brings with it frustration and a sense of immobility will continue in the human consciousness for the time being, until there are greater manifestations, not only upon the material world but within the individual as well. It will break this immobility and bring many toward a state of greater and higher consciousness and action within the world. This will be contrary to the institutions, governments and economies that now exist and are quickly becoming irrelevant as this new world manifests, thus creating a great tension in the world, a great rebellion amongst many souls who, with their eyes open, see that what has been created by man is not in alignment with God's creation and will. Many in the world will awaken and to their own horror will realize the error and darkness that has been created by man's willful expression of the mind and the intentions of the individual to create the world in their own image. The reality of this erroneous perspective will fall away. In its stead will come the blessings of God to open up the heart, mind, and the soul to that which is in harmony with God's creation, thus creating a sense of joy and understanding which will run deep within the individual and will become a great motivator to bring change, not only to the perspective of the individual, but collectively to the world. In tandem with this changing condition and blessing from God, will be the changing of the conditions of the physical world. The world will be healed by the hand of God. The blessings of His energies and intentions will change the very structure of the world, for every atom, every manifestation, every cell, everything that is alive and is in existence because of God's creation will respond to these aspects of energetic influence, bringing change and shifts of what you call the vibrational aspects of the world. The world is entering a time where every aspect of this earth is responding and will respond in ever deeper and greater ways to God's intention and will, to heal it and bring it back to greater harmony. You may consider this a reset of life on earth where all aspects and expressions of life on earth will be permanently changed with many shifts of earthly existence and manifestation of those things upon the earth. Nothing will be unaffected by these changes and this shift. Of course, adjustments must be made. This often brings pain to the individual and to the world because that which has existed for so long has within it a resistance to that which must be manifest. Therefore, there will be rumblings within the earth, changes within the oceans and the skies. All the elements of earth will have to adjust and recalibrate in harmony with what is intended. The adjustment period will not be easy for any of you upon the earth plane. But those who have faith, those who continue to seek guidance, opening their gifts and abilities toward the spiritual, will be protected and be given what is required for their adjustment and survival in a new world. Those who greatly resist these changes will not be able to survive because of the great shift of energies in the world that will not be in harmony with their consciousness and being. God will not curtail the journey of life for any individual. God provides the ways and means for the individual to live, though that life might not be of the material, but of the spiritual. There will always be a continuation of life, a continuation of that soul towards their journey of development, of awakening, of light. This is a law that cannot be broken and will not be. Although there may be a time when those spirits who walk the journey of the natural love and natural man may finish that journey, that their consciousness may dissolve back into the great womb of God's creation, but this we cannot definitively say, nor do we know when this may take place. We can only speculate that those who do not walk the journey of the divine path, which is an eternal one, may not have their existence for all eternity, and there may be an end time for them. What is happening on your earth plane at this time is not indicative of these end times, even though there are some who fear that the day of judgment will manifest within their lifetimes. This is not the day of judgment, my beloved souls. The day of judgment happens each day with the consequences of each individual's actions and their own resulting spiritual condition. Thus, the world responds accordingly, and God responds accordingly. Those who seek light shall receive light. Those who express themselves within darkness and disharmony bring to themselves the results of such an expression. So the laws continue to manifest for the individual and for this world. Yet, in the bigger picture, as you say, God is readjusting the world, recalibrating the world in order to ensure the world's continued existence, sustaining the light and harmony that is intended. You will find a great reward, a joyful blessing as you travel through these interesting times and come to the other side of it, where all will come to harmony and peace, the peace that humanity has never known but will feel as a palpable thing. It will bring a sense of calm, harmony, and joy where love will proliferate, where your way of living will be much easier for your needs will be less, and the opportunity to have your needs met will be great. Thus, the great tension that builds within the individual during a life upon this earthly plane, where there is struggle and a great tendency toward darkness, will be eliminated by the transformation of the world and consequently, the transformation of the individual. Even the expression of yourself and your body will come into greater alignment and the density of which will be less. You will experience a lightness of being, having less physical pain and greater joy. Whatever journey that the individual's soul may take, continues to be the result of their free will choice, but the opportunities that will be presented to each individual in this new world will be more overt and less of a struggle to bring more light into being within the individual. Your world will be, in essence, a more spiritual place, and a less material place. The world will open up many doors and opportunities for each individual to know and feel and experience their own inner selves and to bring into greater alignment their souls, spirits, and minds, so that they may live a life that has increased consciousness, awareness, and wisdom. As you can see, what is happening to the world and its transformation is a great gift from God. Its timing is such that God is helping humanity circumvent many painful experiences and choices, that the way that humanity conducts itself, the way that humanity sees the world, what it calls reality, will shift into a different reality, a different way of seeing and being. It will be reflected in the very way in which your body functions, its cells working together. Even to the very atoms, which create your cells and your being, will respond and manifest in a different way, in a way that is in greater harmony with God's creation. Thus, in all aspects of the individual's being and expression, there will be greater harmony and an ease of living that is not known now for many of you. You will greet the world with love and see more clearly how the love of God is manifest in the opportunities to live in a world such as this, that which God has created to uphold each soul, to provide for them their material needs, to bring to them many opportunities to grow and be in harmony with all that is of God. The world will then be on a trajectory toward greater light and harmony, opening to the greater universe where even those from other planets and galaxies will join humanity in the recreation of material life and the expression of their spiritual selves in that life. So much awaits the unfolding of God's plan and timing thereof, so that humanity may indeed walk forward and do so consciously, engaging their will in such a way that they willingly come to be in harmony with that which is the recalibration of the world and the way in which humanity may express itself within it. This has been predicted by many. It continues to be a hope in some and a dread within others. The world in which humanity feels safe within and has great material gratification and experience, will dissolve and be dissolved by the hand of God. Thus, many are concerned and afraid of the outcomes, for they do not know what is coming or what that may mean, but they feel the impetus building. They feel that something is coming that is momentous. The mind dreads change, a change where there is no control by the mind. Yet, the soul is singing in joy, knowing that what God is bringing to each individual will be beautiful, fulfilling, wondrous in nature. Thus, there is much that needs to be spoken of. I wish to assure all of humanity that the healing of the world is continuing to manifest. The healing of individuals upon the world will be determined by their choices and their desires. If they but listen to their own souls, they will know that what is coming is a great blessing. If they are stuck within their minds, continuing to insist upon the human condition and all that it entails and cannot escape these changes, many will have great resistance, and the manifestation of disharmonious and difficult responses to their resistance. As I have said, some will find themselves within the world of spirit because they cannot live and accept what is manifest by God. Much will come in the days ahead. I have urged you to prepare, to be in that place of harmony with God, and to prepare yourselves materially so that you are ensured sustenance and safety. Although, I would urge you not to underestimate the power of God's manifestations and blessings upon the individual. Yet, there are still material considerations and material needs. My beloved and beautiful friends, my brothers and sisters of the world, know that much is coming and that you will be guided, protected, and loved. Your angel friends will be near. There will be great challenges and yet many blessings. Much is given to those who have faith, who come to God with innocence and desire to be in alignment with God. Not that which is of religion, but that which is solely of God, the individual soul which is with God in faith and prayer. So, blessings will come. Insight will come and all that is needed will come. With this, I will end this talk and come again another day to speak of things that will assure humanity and bring peace and truth. I am your brother and friend, Jesus, and I love you all. God bless you. God bless you all.